Ready? Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Southwest Florida, this is something we don't get to do that often on Lee Pitts Live here on Fox 4. In fact, I've been doing television for 25 years. I've interviewed over 8,000 people, and I've never interviewed a boxing official. So, hey man, my resume is getting built up. I get a chance to talk to Ken Wilson. He's one of the, this is Chris Young, one of the officials tonight. Not to be confused with calling you referees and umpires and things like that, right?
That's okay. That's okay. I'm glad to be here.
Man, it's good to see you doing this. How long have you been in the profession?
About 5 years now, 5 years. I got a little background. I used to box when I was little and everything. I did it for about 3 years. Went to the Army, did little boxing smokers, and I used to work the corners back then. And then I have been getting into this and also write for Boxing News 24 and Eastside Boxing as well. Okay. So, and I'm also the one that's sponsored for Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. So I'm trying to get in everything.
Okay. So how can people find out more about you on social media, on the website or something like that as well?
They can follow me on Twitter, GF for Boxing on Twitter.
Okay. What's it like to be able to come down here? What does this do for our area? It looks like a great event is getting ready to start. We're not used to seeing this kind of thing in our community. Talk about what's the reputation of Fort Myers and how you guys see us in the big picture.
On the big picture, we try and bring boxing back on the map. You know, that we want to bring boxing, amateur boxing, like it was back in the 70s and 80s, where you had Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, on ABC Wild World Sports. We're trying to bring it back. I mean, we got great fighters representing Florida from the professional standards, like Andre Berto and Keith Thurman and all of them. But we're trying to build back the pride of USA boxing.
You'll be surprised to know that I boxed Golden Gloves when I was in the 6th and 7th grade. I didn't box for about 2 years, then I got out of it. But I got a chance to go up to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and some different places and box. So I got some familiarity with it, and I used to have a six-pack.
Yeah, so you already know you have to duck.
Yeah. And I tell people all the time that of all the sports that I played over the years, in terms of overall conditioning, endurance, mental, physical, toughest was boxing, but I learned more from boxing. You don't know this, but I was an all-state swimmer and all that stuff as well. Okay. So the people out there know all that. So, but boxing, man, when we were in the gym, yeah, we could never rest. You always got to be doing some jumping jacks, some sit-ups, or running in place, and all that stuff. That was in top condition.
Yes, sir. It's an ultimate discipline sport. I mean, boxing is the only sport that you have to really depend on yourself. You got basketball and football, you got your teammates, but when you're in that ring, it's very lonely. You know, so yes, I commend all the kids and the young adults here that have took the time to sacrifice to showcase their talents in front of the world. So if they're gonna give us our best, it's my job to give them my best. Right.
Getting to your job as an official, when you step into that ring, tell us what's going through your head and what are some key things you're looking for. Educate our TV audience too on some things they might look for to be able to be sure that one boxer might be, doing a good job.
Well, first, if I'm the referee, when I get in the ring, I'm checking the gloves, giving them their following instructions, let them know that, protect yourself at all times. When I say break, protect yourself at all times, take a step back. And when I say, if I refer in the red corner, when I see a red cue punches up, I'm referring to you. And then I'm looking for clean punching. Okay, effective aggression is ring generalship, emphasis on defense. And if a fighter I feel gets buzzed or gets hurt too much, I may give him a standing 8. Because people understand this is not blood and guts. Safety first. I want everybody to be able to walk home safely, to be able to go back to school, take care of their family or whatnot. So there's some parts in Florida where people think it's blood and guts, and you gotta understand, we got their lives in our hands. So my thing is, when we walk out of here, we shake hands and move on to the next.
Now in boxing, the official, do you all have a scorecard as well sometimes, or what? No. And how I hear that sometimes the official scored it, so how are you gonna keep all that in your head while you're in there fumbling around with all other stuff?
No, we don't keep that in our head because with the judges, they turn their scores in between each round. It's the referee's job to go collect the scores. And how the scoring is almost similar to like professionals. When you have a 10-9 round, that's when the fighter has barely won the round. It was very, very close, but somebody has to be the winner. When you have a 10-8 round, it's a clear winner. There's no doubt about that, the red corner won. When you have a 10-7, it's a complete dominance. There's no doubt about a complete dominance.
That's a unanimous decision?
Yes. At 10-6 is when complete overmatched. So in between each round, we hand out the scorecards, and then we may know, but it's the supervisor's job to take notes of all the scores, and when they tell the announcer who's the winner, because we may not know who's the winner, because it could be a split decision. So the person who knows who get the decision is the supervisor and the announcer.
Okay. Now, I understand that some of the people came in earlier today to weigh in and all that. They do all this just like in a real thing. They do weigh-ins and everything, right?
Yes, and one thing about the weigh-ins, you're not guaranteed a bout. See, you may have about 50 people that come in and weigh in, but we got to match you according to your age, weight, and experience. So 50 people may weigh in, but you may only get maybe 10, 12 bouts. But we'll try our best to match them. But at the same time, too, we're not going to put somebody in the ring who have 5 bouts or somebody who have 30-something bouts. You know, that's unfair. So we try to emphasize safety is always the number one priority.
Yeah, I like what you're saying. Safety first, man. Well, look, this is my first time getting a chance to interview an official. I want everybody to know my resume is now complete. I got a chance to interview one of the leading officials, Hall of Fame guy involved with the Hall of Fame, Chris Young as well. Chris, where is the Hall of Fame, and how can people get more information on that as well?
Well, they can go on the website, FloridaBoxingHallOfFame.com. You can also go on Twitter, Facebook, and go to Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. Every year we have a humongous event. Past June, we inducted Ray Mercer. Previous that, if you remember, well, as of Thursday, we finally gave Roberto Duran his Hall of Fame ring. I was there. So I got a chance to meet him and other great legends from the past. Was fantastic.
Hands of Stone, folks.
Yes, sir.
Movies coming out soon. Been a pleasure, man.
Thank you so much for having me, sir.
As the saying goes on this particular show, for those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those who are doing it. Big shout out to my man JR on the 1 and the 2s. We'll be right back.